In this example, I will be creating a channel change. You see in the cross-section view here, in the plan view, there's an existing channel that comes towards the roadway and then turns and then runs along the roadway for a short distance. And this channel needs to be reworked. And so we need a channel change in this area. To create a channel change, we'll create a corridor model, and they'll be very similar to the approach taken with a lateral ditch. Before I do that, I want to make sure that I have a template library, which I do. And so now I can go to New Corridor, locate corridor baseline. With the lateral ditch, we used the slope stake line as the control. In this case, we're going to use the outside shoulder, the shoulder point, as the control. This point right here. So I'll select that. And I'll reset to use its active profile from the roadway corridor model. Give it a corridor name. This is off the Y2 alignment. On the right side. Next step is to select my template drop. Press the Alt key down arrow combination to go to my Pick Template dialog. You can see we have a category called Outside Channel Change. I'm on the right side of the road, and I'm going to use a trapezoidal riprap Class B for my template. And this is the control point that will attach to the shoulder right here. And this is the grading slope that will go out to the side to intersect with the existing terrain. And this part will fill in the existing channel. I'll accept that selection and need to pick my start and stop station for the corridor. Don't need to go very far. I'm going to stop it right about here. I'll start it right about here and then end it before the existing channel turns away from the road. And then accept the interval of 2 feet. And there is the initially placed channel change. Now you can see that I have a failure here in the end condition because the template has a graded slope on the outside of positive 2% and it's not catching the existing ground. So I need to change that to a negative 2% so it slopes down to complete the fill. I'll do that with a parametric constraint. From the flyout menu, go to Create Parametric Constraint. And this is called the grading slope on the outside. So by default, it's a positive 2%. I want to change that to a minus 2%. And then I'll data point to accept those inputs. And now the solution is solving. Some other changes I want to make. I want to change this bottom width to 2 feet, and I want to change the depth of the channel from 3 feet to 2 feet. So go to bottom width, change that to 2 feet, accept those inputs. Next, change the ditch depths on the inside and the outside. And there's the completed channel change. As with lateral ditches, this depth initially is set based on those dimensions from the default template modified by the parametric constraint. So this is a constant depth from the control point here to the bottom of the ditch. I could, just as I did with the lateral ditches, apply a point control so that I could set an independent profile for the channel change. So if you want to do that, see the chapter on lateral ditches and follow that same procedure.